Hello, everybody. Wednesday night, August 31st. Time for the Wednesday night check in as promised on my Sunday night video. Check ins every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Summary stuff on Sunday. It's been a good week so far. Everything's been real good. Workouts have been good. I've been able to mix some modified, unmodified. I've only been doing 21-day fix right now. But I'm going into day 4 tomorrow. Things have been great. Like I said, some of my workouts, the exercise has been modified. I've been able to increase the weight already on some of them. It's been good. Been tough getting there. I've been doing it at night, which honestly, I like doing it in the morning better, but right now I'll take it when I can get it, and hopefully I'll be able to ease into to waking up early enough to get those done. Diet's been awesome. Yesterday was a little rough. Now, mind you, I started cleaning up the diet a few weeks ago before I got any of this going. I really wanted to, step in, and I didn't want to go too much at one time. Had kind of a little bit of a thought process I was trying to go with, and so I've been cleaning up for a few weeks. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday, I don't know if I ate enough. I have been because I have an obscene amount of Shakeology around the house. I have been having sometimes 2 to 3 a day, probably a little bit overkill, but I figured as I get this going, I try to build some new habits. I figured that was the safest way to really clean things up without a drastic overhaul. But yesterday I did not start my day like that, and I've been using that for breakfast every day. Instead, I did a little bit of oatmeal and changed it up a little. I didn't have it till nighttime, and I was pretty grouchy all day, honestly. It never clicked. So, definitely think that's the way to start the day. I think I'm in the habit of that. So I want to continue that. I think that's really the way to go. I stopped a bad habit. I'm using a good habit, and I just need to stay consistent and talk about that. So definitely doing that, and I do believe it is a difference maker in my mood. I did it today. I felt a lot better. I had 2 shakes today, one for breakfast, one a little bit later in between meetings at work, and it went really well. So that's been good. One of the things too I talked about in the first video, but I actually forgot half of what I was trying to say. Just if anybody's interested in how I'm doing it, or if anybody picks up on this later, depending on if this thing takes off or whatever happens. For right now at this time, and this may evolve later, but for this first challenge at least, I'm using my Fitbit Blaze to measure steps and heart rate and whatnot, and I'm summarizing that each workout and putting that on my Facebook page, which is Wellness for Miles, same as this one. I'm also in conjunction with that, and I could do it all through the Fitbit, but I used this app a few years ago, and I kind of like it. It was pretty simple. It's called MyFitnessPal, and I'm using that, and that actually works together with the Fitbit. So the Fitbit info will actually link in to MyFitnessPal, and it's a little bit overkill. I understand. My wife said, "Why don't you just use the containers?" And she's right, but I'm really studying here. I want to see, eating that way. I want to see what the numbers actually look like. I've had a few failed attempts at this, and I'm wondering if I put a little bit of data to it, if that might help me. It's helped me at work. Maybe it'll help me at home. Maybe I can get a balance between the two. So, anyway, so I'm using MyFitnessPal app, and if anybody's using that and they wanna friend me on that, it's excuse me. My login is KARVASTOR, and you can friend me on that, and we can get updates and share recipes. Not that we can't do that on these other forms of media also, but if anybody's using it already, it's got a great library. Almost everything's on there, so I haven't found much unless it's brand new, and even some of that I found that it's already on there. So that's going good. So I wanted to talk about my goals for the rest of this week. So for the rest of this week, I want to catch up on the learning. Actually, let me First it out initially on Sunday. The one thing I haven't been hitting, and on Sunday I stated I wanted to get 20,000 steps per day on my Fitbit, and with no real excuse, but I haven't hit that yet. I've been super busy at work, and the type of busy I've been has been doing meetings and interviews and that type of stuff, and it just hasn't afforded me a whole lot of time out working on the floor. I work in a 860,000 square foot warehouse, and normally I'm able to walk around a bit and get a bunch of steps at work. Unfortunately, it just hasn't been that way. I had about 5 hours of meetings today at various times, and it just didn't happen. None of it was anything I could do on the fly like that. So first goal is to get my steps for the rest of the week. I set out to get 20,000 a day. I want to get 20,000 a day for the rest of the week starting tomorrow. So just as an example, today I'm at 8,400. So clearly I got a little bit of room to go there. So a little over 8,400. So I'm going to get that. I want to get caught up on the homework from the training, the new coach training. I'll be honest with you, I never finished it. I don't have an excuse for that either. I just never got through it. So I am, of course, speaking of the team website, the Facebook, the Fit Girl, which clearly I fit in that. The Fit Girl Dynasty new coach training. I want to complete that or get caught up on it, and I want to get my workout in every day. Obviously, with the workout, I'm trying to build some form of consistency, right? A little bit every day, a little bit of effort every day, plant those seeds, and that's what I'm trying to get through. So, but the homework really, as I said,